Welcome to Shaw's Hiker. This is where you can eat breakfast. I ate breakfast here. It's a kitchen. Music. This is Gandalf. There's a bunkhouse right there. This is a cottage. My room is up there. Showers, toilets, laundry, sink, dogs, tents, and then there's a store right there. Boom. Just enjoying the zero here at Shaw's Hiker Hostel, which is our last zero and our last hostel of this amazing trip. Am I excited for it to be over? I am. Am I sad for it to be over? I am. But it's such a nice little place to take a reprieve, and I did want to thank my subscriber Siesta, who actually took care of the accommodations here. So he took care of the room as well as the breakfast, not just for myself but also for groceries. So thank you so much, Siesta. I've told you through email, you have made such a tremendous difference in my hike from the very beginning. You've always kept me grounded, and you've always kept me like in check, and I really appreciate that about a human being, doing it in a kind way but in a strong way. So thanks, Siesta, for this awesome treat. I really, really appreciate it. So, groceries is the finder of finders of dinosaurs. She found Baxter, who is, by the way, with the girls. I hope he's still with the girls. I have no idea if they're continuing his saga. But groceries found another... What's the chances to find another dinosaur? And so, guess what? We're gonna take him with us to Katahdin. So he's gonna be with us in the 100-mile wilderness. We're still trying to think of a name. I was thinking like Baby Bax or something like that, but then, or A-Ball. Katahdin would be kind of weird, but like look, he even moves his mouth. He can move his arms. And look at my cool shirt. Yes. And he can move his legs. So we Baby Backs for now until we find a better name. But he's going with us to Katahdin.
Dankeschön.
Bitteschön. Good morning! I don't know if you can hear me, but here we are. We are now going into the 100-mile wilderness. I'm super excited. The stay at Shaw's was very, very nice. Really great breakfast. And again, Siesta for taking care of that. Thank you so much, Siesta. But yeah, we're gonna go into the 100-mile wilderness. And then there's Trail Magic. Bud Lights. I'm not taking any. Here's a famous sign. There are no places to obtain supplies or get help until A-Ball Bridge, 100 miles north. Do not attempt this section unless you have a minimum of 10 days supplies and are fully equipped. This is the longest wilderness section of the entire AT, and its difficulty should not be underestimated. Good hiking. Matsk. River crossing. Oh wow. So we weren't really supposed to cross this. We just did it for fun, I guess. We just thought this would be the way, but I guess we're gonna go back. So a little bit about the 100-mile wilderness. It is supposed to be 100 miles of wilderness where you can't go into town and resupply. So it's supposed to be the most remote, I think is what you call it, area of the Appalachian Trail, where you're just in the wilderness and supposedly you won't be able to get out of it for 100 miles. That's what I think it was meant to be now. Because the Appalachian Trail often runs through private property, there are still roads that are going through the 100-mile wilderness, but they're private roads. So if somebody wanted to really get to you, they could still use those roads, but maybe they would have to pay to gain access to it. So what the Shaw's Hiker Hostel does now, because it is 100 miles, so you are to bring a lot of food with you. They say they say 10 days, so like if it's 100 miles, 10-day average, something like that. Most of us hike much more than just 100 miles, so Groceries and we got 6 days of resupply. However, the Shaw's Hiker Hostel does offer to meet us halfway in some area, in some road, and bring us our second part of our food. So we only have 3 days of resupply in our backpacks, and then on day 4 we arranged that they will bring us some food, food that we bought, and they'll just bring it to us into the 100-mile wilderness. So it's a really great service. It allows you not to have such a heavy backpack and makes it probably a little less scary for people, because it really means that somebody can get to you if you needed it. So there you go. That's the 100-mile wilderness. The terrain today, well, right now, look, it's not that bad, but the terrain today is lots of roots, general continuous ups and downs. It's like down, up, down, up. Not super easy terrain, because you really have to watch every single step because of the roots. It's just the same story in Maine. Roots, call it root living. So that's pretty much the main terrain. Boom. Like what I did there? It's a Thompson Brook. Okay, apparently have a big river crossing coming up. I don't have groceries with me, so I can't really record it. But I guess it's a big one. It's gonna go up to my upper thighs. So I'll probably hang my fanny pack around my neck, because that's where my phone is. And that's the most important part, honestly. It really is. Crazy, huh? How phones in the 100-mile wilderness is the most important. So let's have a look how that's gonna work out. So the river crossing is going to be on Big Wilson Stream. So sometimes, I know this is really morbid, but sometimes I'm like, I wonder if I'm filming like the last moment, you know, like, you know how sometimes you see like pictures of people and then after that they fall off a mountain. Sometimes I'm like, I wonder if I'm filming like the last moments of this through hiker before. Dun dun dun. But I'm generally pretty careful with a lot of things, especially these last few hundred miles. I've been very, very careful going up mountains, down mountains. I mean, sometimes I'm going down the mountain like so slowly just because I don't want to break anything, you know. So I would say I'm pretty careful, but nature does what it wants, so you have to be very, very conscientious of that. Dun, 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 dun. Good, how are you doing? Alright, so this is it. Yep. Well, I did it, and it was this high. And I'm just watching people cross it now, just because it's fun to watch. So many river crossings today. $100 miles left. Woohoo! Just chilling in the shelter. I'm the only one here, and the first one and only one. And I got news that groceries fell into the river, unfortunately, and she's okay. But I guess there's some stuff that got damaged. I think she lost her trekking poles. She lost her cool hat. And I don't think she is probably in a very good mood. I would not be. So, yeah, I mean, these river crossings, you know, they're not, like, easy peasy. So, I have to be careful. The rocks are super slippery. So, groceries coming. Probably it's going to take her another hour and a half or something like that. But we'll see her when she gets here.